When I got to that cell, the tunnel was already there. There was a tunnel linking to my cell to the well. Looking down the well from the courtyard, there's no mistaking it. They've always been connected. I just continued the tunnel with my digging. Hello? What was that hole doing there in the first place? Who knows? Maybe another inmate dug it in an attempt to escape.
Oh, maybe the animals dug it! Maybe they wanted to drink from the well?
That's highly doubtful. There's no water in that well anymore. It's all dried up. Huh? Wait a minute. That's it. For some reason, that well gave off a nice scent. A nice scent. I don't know what it was, but it smelled sweet, like candy. This scent, I believe we've come across it before. We know this scent from... where is it? Nope. Nope, not that. Where's the crime scene? No. Oh. Nope. No, don't present. Where is it? Is it in the crime scene notes? No. I think it was the crime scene notes. Check. Yes!
Take that!
Knightley's body was giving off a sweet candy-like scent. We used a police dog to track that scent, and that led us to discover the tunnel. By any chance, could this be the same scent as the well? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I know what you're trying to say. That the scent proves the body was carried down through the tunnel. Exactly, and J. Elbert, you are the only one who could have used the tunnel. Thank you, Mr. Elbert. I am very grateful to you. At last, the truth comes to light. Mr. Elbert, wouldn't it be wise to confess now? To being an accomplice, I mean. Don't tell me even you suspect me too! Judge Courtney, it seems you and I have come to the same conclusion. Not at all. Our thoughts on this matter are still quite different. Mr. Elbert was certainly an accomplice, but an accomplice to Horace Knightley.
Hold it!
What? What do you mean? Mr. Elbert did not move the body. He simply lent the victim his keys.
What?
It would seem Mr. Elbert did indeed strike Mr. Knightley on the head. However, Mr. Knightley was not knocked out. The two must have made a little negotiation. Negotiation? For Mr. Knightley's escape plan to work, he would have needed the keys to his cell. So, Mr. Elbert stole them from the guard. On the other hand, for Mr. Elbert to escape, he needed to get to Mr. Knightley's cell. But if Mr. Knightley had seen him and yelled, the plan would have gone down the drain. And so, they negotiated. Hold it. I didn't negotiate nothing. Oh? You still intend to deny it? I see. So, in other words, we're back where we started. Oh shit. Mr. Elbert opened the cell door and Mr. Knightley entered Mr. Key's cage. And then he was moved into the prison. Oh, of course! And then he was killed in the prison workroom! Oh god, why? Weren't you listening? The scent of the body shows it must have been moved through the tunnel. Knightley was moved from the detention center through the tunnel. Oh god, Courtney, I'm getting tired of you. Please wait until someone is finished before speaking. I do not claim that he wasn't moved through the tunnel. What? You don't? The scent shows that the body was moved through the tunnel. However, that does not mean it came from the detention center.
What do you mean? That sure sounds like a contradiction to me.
Isn't there one more possibility? The well in the courtyard. It's possible the body was dropped down from there.
The courtyard? Oh, the well in the courtyard!
Mr. Keyes carried the cage not to the workroom, but to the courtyard. Mr. Knightley was killed in the courtyard and his body was dropped down the well. And then the body at the bottom of the well was moved by Mr. Dogan's dog.
This is a really elaborate crime.
Now, there's one thing I'd like you all to remember. Before the body was discovered, what was happening in the courtyard?
The animal show, right? Regina and Simon were there.
Wait, Simon?
Oh!
I see you understand. Who then dropped the body down the well?
Judge Courtney. She's a tough opponent.
No, she's just annoying.
Her flexible way of thinking enables her to adapt and come up with her own deductions.
No, they're stupid.
Mr. Knightley was not carried to the workroom but to the courtyard. And Mr. Key was off the stage for 15 minutes. This was when he dropped Mr. Knightley down the well. It's as simple as that.
Judge Courtney, your reasoning is sound, I'll admit that. However, let's say the body was dropped down the well. That didn't have to be done during the show. It could have happened at a different time.
Why don't we check the cart for blood?
Unfortunately for you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, that is not possible.
What?
When the show started, Mr. Elberg was in the tunnel, on his way to the cell block. Mr. Elberg, at the time, did you happen to see a body in the tunnel?
Nope. Nothing like that.
So, if the body had been dropped before the show, Mr. Elberg would have seen it. However, he has stated he did not see a body. So, it is impossible to think that the body was dropped before the show. And after the show, the body was discovered in the workroom. In other words, the body being dropped down the well and then moved to the workroom could only have been done during the show. And the only one who could have done it is Simon Keyes.
Ugh. Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do?
If the body was moved through the well, that does put Mr. Keyes at a major disadvantage. However, the notion that the body was moved through the well is only a hypothesis. That doesn't mean there is evidence.
I am obligated to recognize that fact.
Will you allow me to investigate the courtyard once more?
No! I give my approval in the name of the goddess of law.
Well, thank you for actually being reasonable.
Reinvestigating the courtyard. I fear this may be our final chance. Huh? What?
Fire!
Could be another prison break, pal.
Should we evacuate?
Hold it! Everyone, please remain calm. This is just a signal for the evening meal. It's a little loud, so I can understand why you'd be surprised.
Well, it sure scared me.
I'm terribly sorry. And with that, everyone, please return to your post. And have dinner. J. Elbert, it's also time for you to return to your room. I got it.
Let's go, Rocky.
Aww.
Warden Roland, we will be proceeding to the courtyard for another investigation.
Isn't it time for you to go home as well, Mr. Edgeworth? It looks like we're out of time. Why don't you continue this another time?
But the investigation.
Today's been a big day, right? With the escaped prisoner and all. So, I'm afraid I can't let outsiders like you loiter around any longer. This is my decision as the warden of this prison.
Looks like it can't be helped. The warden's word can be called the law of the prison. Prosecutor Edgeworth, this means we'll have to carry out our investigation another day. Until then, you may hold on to your prosecutor's badge.
Rude!
And with that, I leave you.
Good, get out of here. Goodness.
Now, I think it's time you all left.
Well, it looks like we'll have to continue the investigation tomorrow. Why would Knightley's body was dropped down the well and was carried to the workroom from Mr. Elbert's cell. This is Judge Courtney's logic, but is it correct? And Judge Courtney claims that Mr. Keyes transported him, but was Mr. Keyes really the only one with a chance to move him?
Mr. Edgeworth, let's do our best tomorrow. We have to save Simon no matter what.
Indeed, I agree. I must prove Mr. Keyes' innocence without fail. Perfection. To be continued. We shall continue. We have another, 5 minutes? Yeah. No, we're not saving just in case. We got 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Slow text is slow. Oh. The courtyard. Depending on what we find here, the entire incident could become clear. However,
there's nothing left here.
Yesterday.
Isn't there one more possibility? The well in the courtyard. It's possible the body was dropped down from there. In other words, the body being dropped down the well and then moved to the workroom. Could only have been done during the show, and the only one who could have done it is Simon Keyes.
Was the body dropped down the well or not? This could be the decisive clue that we need to reach the truth of the matter. Before I continue with the investigation, I should organize my evidence. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Remaining evidence has been rearranged. Wow, this early into the game? We're already removing evidence?
Let's see here. Hey, there's a grate here.
The well has run dry after all. They even put a lock on it.
Lockpicking is one of my specialties. Wanna see?
There is absolutely no need for you to show off.
Oh, come on! Don't be like that! Whoa!
What happened, Kay?
The lock is broken! Judging from the looks of it, it feels like it was broken some time ago.
So the lock was broken. This means that anyone could have dropped the body down this well. According to Judge Courtney's reasoning, Mr. Keyes murdered Knightley in the courtyard. And then, during the show, he disposed of the body in the well. You think so? Did he really use the well to move the body?
I know! Let's get Missile to help us out again! He should be able to track the scent of the body!
Good idea. Let me contact Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir! Detective Gumshoe here! Detective, I have a favor to ask of you. We would like for you to bring Missile to the prison courtyard. Sounds like you need the help of my 7 secret weapons again, huh, sir? I thought Missile belonged to the police department. And also, I would like for you to contact a witness. Please contact Regina Berry of the Berry Big Circus and bring her here. Roger that, sir! I'll bring them over in a flash!
So, what should we do while we wait for Gummy? How about some hide and seek?
What are you talking about, Kay? There's nowhere to hide here. I don't think that is the issue. Kay, during times like this, isn't it your turn to shine?
Oh, that! You mean you want me to recreate the crime scene?
Huh? How do you do that?
See for yourself! The Great Thief's secret weapon! Little Thief!
Oh boy! Whoa! What's that? Screen's floating in midair. Just what are you doing, Kay?
I'm entering the information needed for the simulation.
Mr. Shields, this little thief, is a tool that can recreate a crime scene based on the information it is given.
Should I set it for how this place was like when we came here yesterday?
Yes, I believe they were in the middle of taking down the set. We didn't pay enough attention to the well, so it's possible we may have missed a clue. And we're gonna have to stop here as we're out of time now, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!